Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Fully Immersed. This is a themed entertainment podcast. I am your host, as always, Lane Calder, joined once again by my fellow co-hosts Spencer Bennett and Tobias Lerman-Matante. Guys, hello.
Hello, hello.
Howdy.
Toby is saying howdy because he's currently traveling in the South, I think.
Toby is in Tejas, baby.
I am in Texas on a theme park install.
That is very exciting.
Very
You
fun.
thought we were ever bluffing saying we worked in this industry. Toby is quite literally working on a theme park in Texas.
Quite literally rearranging his schedule a slight, or more like making this fit into his insane schedule.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
But today's not about me. Today's about the fun you boys had without me, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes, we Spencer and I, like we said briefly last week and also posted on socials. By the way, we're on social media at Fully Immersed Pod on Instagram and YouTube. If you're watching from YouTube, hi, hello. But yeah, we posted on there that we were at Epic Universe over the weekend. We have seen it. It was both of our first times being there. So it was very exciting. Something we've looked forward to for literal years now and getting to do it. And Toby is going later in about a month, I believe.
No,
and
dude,
so,
Jesus. I'm going in like
It's like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
God damn.
Okay. So
Don't make me wait that, don't make
so
me
we're
wait
gonna
that long.
save the full roundtable deep thoughts conversation for once he's gone in a couple weeks. But in the meantime, Toby wanted to do kind of sort of a Q&A panel type situation and kind of get some of our thoughts on what we saw, how it was. We're also going to talk about HHN. We did Halloween Horror Nights while we were there in Orlando, and we'll definitely contribute part of this conversation to that as well. Because man, there's a lot to say. I'll be honest,
Yeah,
Toby.
there is.
Oh, I am sure, which is why I want to ask questions to keep you tight.
Yeah. And so anyway, we have no idea what he's gonna ask us.
This is us role playing a person who didn't go, asking people who went. Right.
Yeah,
This is for the person who hasn't been to either of
for
these
sure.
things.
Yeah, so we're not gonna we're not gonna spoil too much stuff or anything like that because our good friend Toby has not been yet. But I guess we are gonna talk about some things that he's interested in hearing about.
Yeah.
So again, we have no idea what he's gonna ask about this new park or HHN for that matter. We're just gonna roll into it and see kind of what he has in store. So I'll hand it over to you, Toby.
Beautiful. Yes, thank you.
At
This
the
is a fun
mercy of
distract.
Toby.
At the mercy.
I want to go so bad. Unfortunately, I have work to do before that. But
Hey.
okay, so I'm gonna start with I'm gonna give you one sentence. You have one sentence for your first impression.
First impression.
First impression, one sentence.
Okay.
Go.
Lane, do you want to go? Or do you want me to go?
You can go.
Okay. Universal has built Disney Sea in America.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, Spencer, I gotta elaborate a bit without spoiling anything, but I want to know.
This is the only theme park I've been to where the scale and over the top dedication to the details and theming has matched that park. This is a park I can walk around in and not ride anything and feel fulfilled.
Damn.
That's the comparison I would make. I'm not saying it's better nor worse than Disney Sea. I think time will solve those questions. But that was my first impression of the park. And funnily enough, Nicole, my girlfriend's as well, when I sent her pictures. So
fuck.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Okay. Lane?
I think I have several sentence thoughts, I guess, but my first impression was that I had no idea that scale could be this insane. You know, like I had no perception of what the cap was on scale because they surpassed it. like I would say if that's, that can be a sentence, I guess, but
by like Florida park standards?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, much bigger than I expected. Like, I know that, we've seen a lot of marketing material at this point for it, and it was always going to be large physically as a park. But man, that like those lands were far larger than I expected them to be, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah. And not
Okay.
just like physically like the boundaries, but also the extent to which they built up and and outward at the same time. Like it's not just big because they gave it a lot of, ground to play with. It's also because they built it upwards and tall and imposing, and to make you feel like you're kind of drowning in that world, I guess. But yeah.
Okay. Operations. One good,
Mm.
one bad.
Oh, okay. Good operations. Monsters Unchained is maybe the most efficient attraction in the world.
Yeah.
It is not
Yeah.
that it's not busy. You and I, we talked about this, and you were nervous that it has low weights. It has low weights because it is a people annihilator.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
it
It's insane, Toby.
its capacity and efficiency is absurd. That's all I'll say. But
Yeah.
it's like Forbidden Journey is good at this as well, but it's like that on crack because there's so
Yeah, because Forbidden
many
Journey, like,
vehicles.
I never wait longer than even in Florida when I've done it at islands, I don't think I've waited longer than 20 minutes for it. And
It's like
even
that
when
with
it's
like
packed,
yes, it's like that with triple the vehicles. Is kind of how I would describe the
Yeah,
capacity
it's
wise.
holy shit.
It's
Okay.
it's
never going
pretty
to be over an
insane.
hour. It'd probably be impossible to do it over an hour. Like
No.
I don't think you could make it over an hour.
Lane?
And this is with Express. Express is functioning, by the way. So
Wow. Lane?
yeah,
Good operations?
One good. Hmm. I would say to I guess to take it in a different direction, I would say that ev- like in terms of layout and direction, it's very easy to get around. Like, and I didn't expect. I knew that it was going to be, a spoke design and all that, and one central area branching outwards to other areas, so pretty easy to understand in that realm. But like, I guess with islands was so different because every island that you come across is a different theme and a different land, and so that one felt a lot more, I guess, against the grain of the classic Disney spoke design of
Sure.
a park, with how you kind of naturally stumble across Seuss's Landing, and then you naturally go into the Jurassic area without ever really like,
there's not like a center
you don't
point.
have to
Yeah,
you don't necessarily know where you're going, especially the first time that you're there, unless you're looking at a map, I guess. But um everything in Epic Universe is very cleverly laid out, I guess, in a way where I never looked at a map once, yet I knew where everything was. So from an operational standpoint, like, and that goes from signage to also just knowing how to lay out landmarks in a sight line to direct you towards something, um and having a themed landmark at that point to know that, like, hey, that looks kind of spooky, I bet that's the monsters area, where it's like I didn't really know where any of these lands were before going necessarily, so I think operationally, I think I mentioned it to Spencer while we were there, there's so much show don't tell in this, in the creative design of this park, both in terms of storytelling but also in just operationally, like how it's laid out. Yes, there's signage and everything like that, but
Mhm.
they make it a, like, they lead you towards places just by putting them in the distance, and that was a really interesting thing to see as well from that, especially from, the center area looking outward. What's it called again, Spencer? That middle, that
Celestial Park.
Celestial Park, yeah. Yeah, so definitely creative in terms of leading you around to the different areas, yeah.
Okay. All right. Give me a bad.
There is an attraction that is not built for Florida weather, and I don't know. Do you want me to say which one, or do you want me to just?
This is
Yeah.
such a good one. I'm so
Yeah.
glad that
You
you
know
Okay.
picked
what?
this.
You know what? Yeah, say it.
I'm not gonna say anything about the ride. Um, Donkey Kong Minecart Madness I'll save my thoughts for a different thing. But it operationally running in Florida was not a good idea. It shuts down the
Toby,
minute there's
the
water
the
anywhere.
minute that it's sprinkling, it's shut down.
Like if there's rain
Like,
forecasted, they shut it down.
yeah, like
Um,
they said it was not actively raining and they shut it down.
so
And
it is like a
because there was
lottery if you're
rain
gonna
like
get on
nearby.
it.
Like,
Yeah,
so, and I think that I'm so glad that you went there, Spencer, because and we're not gonna talk about the ride or anything. It's,
no,
first of all, it's a great ride.
yeah,
Okay.
we're fans. We're fans of
It's we're
it.
fans of the ride. But I kid you not, we went single riders line in this thing because we were trying to get out of there to go to Halloween Horror Nights. And it was like the last big thing that we wanted to do. And single rider line, there must have been what, Spencer, like at least 3 to 4 different delays within that wait time.
Yeah, it was shut down twice.
Oh, no.
Um,
For
and
So
then
weather.
for
I
weather,
was
yeah.
thinking of hitting that as soon as I rope drop.
Yeah.
If it,
And
so
to
yeah,
be clear, that one was shutting down like several times while we were waiting there for, there's weather, nearby, and for safety we're not doing it, etc. And then also we are temporarily delayed. So like but it was all weather, right? And so we got multiple, probably 3 to 4, I would say, fairly delays within that one queue that we spent what, an hour in, maybe.
maybe probably less, but
Single
um
yeah,
ridering too? Wow.
yeah, well,
yeah. Well,
yeah,
that was
because it
because it
wasn't
shut
it wasn't
down.
working.
Once it was running, we got on fairly
Yeah,
reasonably, but
yeah, because, and I mean, and the whole time I'm checking, Stardust Racers is running, which is the other outdoor coaster um in Celestial Park. And then
Hiccups Wing
also the
Gliders is
Hiccups
running,
Wing
and
Gliders, the How to Train Your Dragon coaster, still running, and those are outdoor coasters. Like, they were running, and we were on Hiccups Wing Gliders when it was sprinkling, and it was fine, and like,
Okay.
whatever. But like, they King Kong was or King Kong,
King
Donkey
Kong.
Kong was shut down. Like, so yes, there's, it would appear maybe they're figuring it out somehow. I don't know, but, and I know that it's a new attraction and everything, but it appears currently as though it is not built for that weather.
Hmm.
yeah. Do
So
you want to do
we're glad you went there,
your
Spencer.
own negative lane, or do you want to just bounce on mine?
No, I guess I'll do my own negative. I think, well, it's hard to say this as a negative because it's something that we noticed consistently throughout all of the events that we were at this weekend. But the handling of Fast Pass is has, on a busy weekend, definitely has some cause for concern for me.
Hmm.
Just in that, what, let's mention Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. We waited 3 hours for that ride.
Holy shit.
We waited longer than the runtime of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. like,
You could have watched it in the queue.
yeah, like, that's how long we waited for. I've never ever waited 3 hours for a ride. I don't think.
Yeah,
I'm
and
pretty
we
sure that's
rope
the
dropped it,
longest.
to be
We rope
completely
dropped
clear.
it, and they
Yeah,
had a delayed opening for this ride. So we grabbed breakfast at the cafe in the French area, which is the new Wizarding World land there in Epic
amazing, by the
Universe.
way, delicious. Probably the best theme park breakfast I've had.
Honestly, the best theme park breakfast I've ever had, for
Yeah,
sure, hands
it's
down.
really good.
And honestly, that impressed me a lot because I told you, Spencer, I was like, Universal, in my opinion, I've never been like impressed with their breakfast anywhere. Like, it's always pretty basic in my opinion,
Yeah,
etc. But
their food in general is not usually as good
yeah,
as Disney's in that sense, but yeah, Epic
but
Universe maybe changed that.
yeah, that breakfast was delicious.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
Okay.
we do that. We get in line. We had the early entry because we stayed at Terra Luna. So we stayed at one of the Epic theme parks. So we got
Epic
the
Hotels.
one of the yeah, Epic hotels. It was an Epic hotel at the Epic theme park. It's so annoying how Epic's and everything. Uh,
Yeah,
We
Pick.
stayed there at one of the Epic Universe hotels, so we got the hour early entry.
Mhm.
I think the park opened at 10. We got there at like 9:30, I want to say. Got in, had our breakfast, got in line for Harry Potter, and waited outside for probably like 40 minutes. And honestly, we enjoyed that because the land itself, this branch of,
Beautiful.
Wizarding Paris was so breathtaking in
Yeah.
every way that
Yeah.
we just spent 40 minutes standing around and looking at stuff.
Yeah.
So that was fine, and drinking our coffee and whatever. Then we get in, and so many people had come out that we were like, they must have cleared out most of the queue, um, or it hadn't opened yet. So our assumption was they weren't even letting people into the indoor part of the queue, like the actual queue. We assumed that they either emptied that out or didn't load it yet because the park hadn't opened. And Harry Potter is not one of the attractions that opens for the early access hour. It is only opens at the actual park opening of 10 a.m. So we were like,
Okay.
oh, cool. They'll start letting people into the ride at 10 a.m. So that's what this outdoor line is. Turns out that entire fucking queue inside was full. And this queue, while being the most breathtaking, awe-inspiring queue in the world, I have not been to every theme park in the world, but I've never seen a queue like this. So
Okay.
Yeah.
like
It's
it must
crazy.
be must be a massive show building just for the fucking queue. Like
Okay.
incredible. It like so many fucking rooms to go through. like like we have to be getting towards the end. This is insane. And it's like, no, another room, another slightly smaller room, another slightly smaller room.
Yeah.
it's like- and it like it was almost it was pretty impressive how many rooms they could fit in this queue. But even through all that, we're like, we're gonna wait a long time. We knew that this was gonna be the ride that supposedly has a bad, you know, uh a bad not a bad vehicle. Like the vehicle's awesome, but
It's a slow
not
load.
efficient, not
Yeah.
like
Sure.
inefficient, and
Right.
we knew that this was going to kind of be that one. So whatever, we're going to wait for it. But like 3 hours, and we finally get up to where they're combining express and standby, and we're in standby because we're saving a buck. And I mean, we must have seen them pass 50 express and then let.
Oh, I'd say more than that. It would be
It
like,
got up to like 100. It
and it was
it
like
definitely got up
5
to 100.
standby, 100
Yeah.
express. Like it was, yeah, then that's where the issue is. That's what I
Yeah,
think
and
you're
it's
getting
like,
to.
and I think the thing that sucks that I think about is that operationally it sucks to be that person that's pulsing, and you just,
Yeah.
and combining them and combining the lines into one because you're getting towards the end of the queue. And I think that sucks to be that person because everybody hates you that's in standby.
All
But
the
like,
standbys like shooting you daggers the whole
yeah, but
time.
also like they're just on a radio. They don't have
Yeah.
control over this. They're
No.
pulsing what they're saying, "Hey, we have a ton of express people coming. Don't let any standby people in right now." And that's the thing that is that I know that, but from the perspective of you're standing there for, you know, an hour watching this person pulse people through, and there's just so many stretches of there's like at least 3 to 5 minutes of no express coming, and you don't even see any of them because it takes like 10,
That long to
15
walk through
minutes
the
to walk
queue.
through the queue.
Yeah.
So you know that express people are coming, but they're just not letting in any standby. And like it makes people start to think that they're
Sure.
inflating the wait time on purpose to sell more fast pass, etc. Like you could go very conspiracy theory with it, and I'm sure some of it is perhaps accurate, but like it it definitely I think definitely had potential to further harm our experience than it did. Um, but I think that's the main thing is that operationally, like if you're doing that, it just makes people start to feel like they're being cheated out of their what they already paid to be there.
Sure, sure,
Especially if
sure.
it's like you physically can't afford the express or whatever. Like I think that some people would definitely just feel more affronted by that than we necessarily did. That being
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
like I think that they could definitely do something about it. I doubt that they will anytime soon
Sure, sure.
No.
because they're making too much money off of it. But Yeah,
Okay.
that's probably my negative.
All
And
right.
to
Yeah,
be fair, that's across we saw that at Islands too. We saw that
Sure,
and
we were
sure,
Halloween
waiting
sure.
for
Horror Nights.
we were waiting for Hagrid's and we saw the same thing. We were waiting for Halloween Horror Nights, saw the same thing. So it's like we
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
definitely it's
I
not
think
just that. I think it's
Universal
more
in
of a
It's a
general,
universal.
resort-wide problem, sure. Okay.
they're overselling
Exactly. So like
Express.
that's not me
Yeah.
necessarily shitting on Epic. That's just
No.
because that was the Epic example that I had of that.
Yeah. No, the actual efficiency, I mean, that attraction has just really poor efficiency, and we all already knew that just based on kind of what we knew of the ride vehicle, and that's all we'll say. Um, that it's not a people eater in the same way that, Monsters is and roller coasters by default are. But yeah, I mean, Universal, we're all big fans. They're overselling Express. That's just
Got you.
kind of
All
the,
right,
the
guys.
thesis here.
I gotta cut you off because this took a while. Um, I was like, oh god.
You
Okay.
waiting for thought.
What something attraction doesn't have to be a ride, it could be a restaurant, could be a show. What surpassed your expectations the most? Because
Yeah,
Burke,
Isle of Burke. Yeah, hands down. Like it is probably it's probably one of the most impressive theme park lands I've ever seen. Like
wow, okay,
it for me, and this might be crazy to some people or make sense to other people, but for me, I was more awe inspired by Burke than I was Pandora, and
wow,
that's totally true.
okay,
Yeah, that's
all right.
interesting.
Spence,
Um, I would say Burke, but more specifically, Hiccup's wing gliders. I
Dude,
really
surprisingly
loved
good.
Hiccup's wing gliders.
It's like it
Um,
was surprisingly thrilling,
it
Toby.
shocked
Like,
me how much I enjoyed that roller coaster.
yeah,
okay, hell yeah.
don't pass it
Oh,
up
I'm
as a
not
kiddie
skipping that thing.
coaster.
Do
No,
it.
I'm
Yeah,
not skipping
do
that
it.
thing. I just for the music, I'm not gonna skip it. I love that
Yeah,
score.
that's
Yeah,
All
all we'll
right,
say.
yeah.
Just do it.
all right. Now on the other side, most disappointing.
Okay.
Should I go?
Yeah,
Whatever,
yeah.
if you have one ready.
And to be fair, we did not do everything in the park. This is very hard to make a one-day park
Yes.
unless maybe you have express and it's not a crazy high capacity day. Like it's not I don't think it's reasonably feasible to do the whole park in one day. So, but
No,
of
we
what we
Okay.
did
did,
like the
yes.
big hitters. So we did
Yeah.
everything, every ride except like the extra two attractions in Burke, and we didn't do Curse of the Werewolf or Yoshi or Mario Kart. But we already
Yeah, we
had
I
didn't
mean,
Mario Kart in
Mario Kart,
LA,
I'm gonna
so
skip.
yeah,
I'm gonna probably try to get Yoshi there.
you should.
I think I'm
Yeah,
gonna. I think I'm gonna skip the other Burke ones. I don't care enough. Uh,
the water one is cool.
the
Honestly, both of
water
them are cool.
honestly, dude, fire drill, the water ride in Burke looks sick as fuck. And
Yeah,
and
okay.
I totally would have ridden it if we didn't have to go to Horror Nights. Like
yeah, I
I was
agree.
specifically started thinking about doing a trip back at some point in like the winter, maybe probably not this year, but maybe the year after or something. Just to have like
Yeah,
that nighttime there, you know?
I'm staying till closing because I got 3 nights at Horror Nights, so I'm just gonna stay till closing, then just go after, and then do 2 full nights after for
You
Horror
Yeah.
should.
Nights. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
anyway,
You should.
Spence, most disappointing.
Most disappointing. Okay, this is gonna sound crazy because this is great. I'm not saying it's not great. It
I
is
know what it is
great.
already. I
It's
know what it
Battle
is.
at the Ministry.
I fucking knew it.
Yeah. Um, that there's. I'm not gonna say anything else. It's by no means am I saying it's bad. It is great.
It is physically groundbreaking and very very impressive of a ride, like very impressive. And there's some really awesome leaps forth in technology
I'm so ready to
within
fight you
it.
on this.
And
I
Whenever
that
hope
being
you
said,
do.
or
Monsters
maybe
is
not,
better.
or maybe not. We'll see.
but
We'll see. I don't know. I haven't been on them.
all of that being said, Monsters is a better ride. It just is. Like,
Yeah. Like
Okay.
I hope you love it because I would love to.
yeah, I would love
I
to
mean,
fight
it
about
sounds
it.
crazy to say I hope you love it. Like I really like it.
I know. I
But
know. It's like
yeah,
it makes it the minute that you say that like the most marketed and hyped up and impressive ride by most reviewers is like not our favorite.
people are going to be like, you hate it. That's not true.
Okay. No. Hey,
That's not
I
true.
said
That's
most
not true.
disappointing. I
Yeah.
didn't say the worst.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Lane, is
Best.
that your answer as well? Sorry.
Uh, yeah, it probably is.
Okay. All right.
Fuck you
You can go
guys.
to your next
Okay.
Yeah.
question.
Fuck you guys.
And
Um.
that's not like I expected it to probably be my favorite ride. Maybe not favorite. Like I always thought that Monsters would probably be my favorite just
See,
because
I'm expecting it to be
I
my
enjoy
favorite.
that
Okay.
theme, but I I definitely expected it to be more impressive to me than Monsters, and
I
it
can't.
wasn't to me.
I
That's
haven't been.
just
And
my
listen,
opinion.
this is coming from somebody who has very mixed opinions on Gringotts. So we'll see.
Yeah. I'm curious what you think.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
very
fine.
curious.
Moving on.
That being said, it's a fucking awesome ride. Like
Okay,
it's really good.
shut up.
Like
Shut your mouth.
it's really good.
Shut your fucking mouth. Best food item.
Dude, we had this fish sandwich at Atlantic that was really fucking good.
You guys went to Atlantic? Yeah.
Yes.
We did that. So we Atlantic, for those who obviously don't know or haven't been, like there's a absolutely fucking massive seafood restaurant in the middle of Celestial Park, which is the main central area that you enter the park through and enter into the other lands and worlds through. But
Yeah.
there's a big seafood restaurant there, and when we were looking, we wanted to do like one nice meal, and so we were like, okay, let's do Atlantic because that seems to be like the nice Celestial Park restaurant, and it was insanely large, dude. like
The restaurant's huge.
a massive
Yeah.
restaurant. You can see it from across the park. Like it's a huge building, and the food there was honestly really really good. We shared a crab cake, and then we both had different versions of the same fish sandwich. You got like blackened and I was fried or something. And we had the one of the ales there too that was specific to
The
Celestial Park.
astronomer or something, the wandering
Sure.
Astronomer's ale.
astronomer or something like that.
Sure.
Yeah, it was really good, very tasty, and it paired well with the fish. So that was definitely the most impressive. Honestly, probably my favorite lunch I've ever had at a theme park. Like that was honestly a really good day for food. Was having that breakfast in the Ministry of Magic, and then that
Yeah.
lunch, like
Okay.
very good.
Okay. Cutting you off now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Spence, same thing.
Yeah, no, run a timer and be like, shut up now. I that I mean probably that was yummy, but I guess I'll give a different answer. I had the mac and cheese cones in Burke.
I saw that.
And
I think I saw it on your story. It was like hot as
yeah,
balls, and you guys were like
it is a
drinking that.
crazy thing to eat in the heat. It's just like mac
I'm
and
getting
cheese
water
in
while you talk.
fried
Keep
like
talking.
it's mac and cheese and like fried salty bread with goldfish on top. Um, it's a crazy food item, but I enjoyed it.
I can't
I,
believe you ate
I
that whole
enjoyed it a
thing.
lot. Also, shout out to the Reaper's Reserve beer in Dark Universe. That's
Oh,
tasty as well.
the Reaper's
That's
Reserve is very tasty, like a little more stouty,
Yeah,
but
it's like a
also
brown
had like a
ale.
vanilla to it. It was good. And there's a secret menu
Yeah, I was gonna
apparently
say
at
your
that.
thing you got looked good.
Yeah, so I saw that they had a mead at
a
the
mead.
Burning Tavern, and
Burning
so
Blade
which
Tavern.
is
Yeah,
the Burning Blade Tavern, which is the 21 plus tavern in the Dark Universe land, and very cool, very themed out. Reminded me a lot of like Hogshead type of thing, but definitely more to fit the Dark Universe world. And they had I wanted to try their mead after having the Reaper's Remorse, and asked for that. Reaper's Remorse, is that what it is?
Reaper's Reserve.
Reaper's Reserve.
Reaper's Remorse sounds cooler,
Reaper's
man.
Remorse was a delusion show like
Yeah,
5 years ago.
it's so bad it killed the Grim Reaper. He regrets it.
That was an old delusion show.
All right. I gotta cut you
Anyway.
off. I gotta cut you off.
But I had the mead, and they suggested that I mix it with one of their ciders because
Yes.
apparently that's a secret menu item, and
It's
it
called
was
a
very
crossbow, I
delicious.
think.
Okay.
Right?
Crossbow. Yeah, it
Beautiful.
was
Yeah.
very delicious.
All right. And you guys keep it quick. You don't have to explain. Just give me the answer. And I know you're both gonna say the same fucking thing on this one anyway. Favorite attraction.
Monsters Unchained.
Yeah, it was that. It was good.
It is probably the most how do I say this? It had probably the strongest, most like action-packed narrative of a ride
Sick.
I've been on before.
That's a good way to put it.
That
Yeah,
it
like
just was very easy to follow A to B, things have consequences, and you see it happening.
yeah. Like Harry
Okay.
Potter obviously had like a
Had
good
that too.
story as
Yeah.
well. Like it had a very good narrative that's very beginning to end, you understand it. But like I think that I was really impressed with the originality of the monsters narrative as well because it was dealing with like original characters essentially for the sake of the theme park. Yeah, it was very I didn't expect that sort of a story from it, I guess I would
Kinda
say,
feels like
Toby.
you're watching a movie in a
Yeah, I
way.
was like, I didn't expect a ride about Universal's monsters to have like that much of a narrative, I guess I'll
Okay.
say.
Okay. Worst ride attraction.
Worst attraction.
If you
Hmm.
say Battle of the Ministry, I'm gonna slap you through my fucking computer.
No, it's not
No,
Battle
no.
of the Ministry. It's not.
What we rode. What was the worst attraction? Okay,
That's
well,
so hard.
all of them are good.
Yeah,
Like,
I would say all of them are good.
I'm not gonna
I
say
need
any
I
of
need a
them are
worst.
I'm gonna say Donkey Kong, but I don't. I really like it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Donkey Kong because and like we didn't ride Yoshi and a lot of those other like a lot of the B tier rides in those lands we
Sure.
didn't have
Sure.
time to ride, but so this isn't
Can I
included
say
in that
Mario
list.
Kart even though we didn't ride it, but I know what it is?
Yeah, I if that's an option, I would say
I
Mario
would say
Kart
Mario Kart,
just
yeah.
because
It's
I
probably
find
Mario Kart. Yeah. I mean, but it's
I would
it's
say
tough
Mario
because
Kart.
there's bias though, because you've been on it.
there is
Right,
bias
exactly.
We've
of
been
if
on
we're
that.
not yeah, if we're not including it, if we're just including stuff that we haven't been on before, I would say probably Donkey Kong. And I really liked the ride. Like I really, really enjoyed it. And it's very true to the universe and the silly gameplay and all that. It harkens back
Okay.
to a lot of that stuff, even to the music. But I think operationally it had issues. And
Yeah, it's got problems.
hopefully they'll figure that out. And maybe it's not an everyday occurrence, but it was pretty hard to look past that, to be honest.
Okay. All right. One more question on
Oh,
Epic,
only one
and
more.
then we're
Oh, then
moving
we're
on to
gonna
HHN.
right.
Where does it rank in your theme park list?
This is an impossible question to answer right now.
I know recency bias, but
Okay,
Yeah, it's so fresh.
I'll just
Yeah.
go quick. It's the best Universal Park, duh. Um,
Hands down. Yeah, for sure is.
that's tough, man. I love islands.
it's better than Islands.
It's better than Islands.
Yeah,
That's
it
okay.
just is.
Okay.
Um,
How about
Spencer's like
okay?
thinking so hard
I'm gonna do
about
this.
this.
I'm gonna just say a theme park and you tell me if it's better or worse. Simple as
okay.
that.
Oh, okay. Let's do that.
This is
Yeah.
the FYA thing they did.
Because
Yeah, yeah.
The FYA
I
thing, but I'm gonna go for the heavy hitters, just the ones
Yeah,
that
do
I
it.
know that might be tough.
sure. I like this because honestly the recency on it is so hard to like do a true ranking in my opinion.
Okay.
So I let's do that.
All right. Animal Kingdom.
Hmm.
Okay. Animal Kingdom Animal Kingdom is so special to
Animal
me.
Kingdom's different.
Yeah, it is. Right. Then I'm gonna go on my list. Okay. My favorite
How
Epic
dare
is
you start
better.
with the hardest one, dude?
I
I know
might
what I did.
personally prefer Animal Kingdom, and I'm not sure about that right now. Epic is better
Okay.
in a theme park, I would say.
Epic's a
Lane.
Attractions
better
are better,
park.
pound for pound. Yeah,
Okay.
Epic is better.
Okay.
I think that I you know Animal Kingdom might be one of my favorite things that a park stands for. You know, but I think that Epic Universe is the better
Okay.
all rounded park. You know, for what you're doing, it kind of yeah.
Okay. Ep-
Joey? It honestly reminded me of Epcot in some weird ways.
It did,
But
yeah.
I'm gonna say Epic Universe.
Sort of because we are drinking around the different lands, but
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah. Gobber's Mead, by the way, Toby, is very good.
Also that, yeah, and
Lane.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Epic or Epcot?
Um, it's hard to it's hard for me to judge like Epcot in its current state because I haven't been there in a while.
Oh.
Um, but f- from what I've heard from you about its more recent state, because you guys have been there a lot more recently than I have, and which rides are open and aren't, and plans for the park that have not really come to fruition, I would say Epic Universe is a better park currently.
Okay, okay. Disneyland Park.
Fuck you.
It's like comparing apples to oranges. They're
Yeah,
different things.
I don't. I have like no. I have maybe one park that I can put above Disneyland because
They're
I think
different.
Disneyland is so jam packed. I don't know if I can see a park that
It's the
just beats.
same. Yeah. I'm gonna say no. I like. I think at this point, I would rather go to Epic Universe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Um, I can say that with pretty much a lot of confidence. Actually, I would choose to go to Epic Universe, but I think it's
cheaper.
it's probably it's really hard to unseat the one that sort of started this whole thing with
Yeah,
also pound for pound how many attractions that park has. It's
dude.
not.
No.
It's hard to unseat
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
that's kind of what I was expecting. I'm like, I think it's there, but it's not at that those legendary. And then okay, fine. Dis it's I don't think it's, Lane can answer this, but Spencer can. Tokyo Disneyland.
Yeah, I can't answer that.
Disneyland or Disney Sea?
Disneyland, Tokyo Disneyland.
Epic Universe.
Okay. Tokyo Disney Sea. It's
He's
tough.
like biting it. He's biting
It
his lip.
Because
He's thinking so hard.
I feel like you can't Disneyland is like you said, it's that park. It's
yeah, you
impossible to
can't.
even but Tokyo
Yeah.
Disney Sea feels like a great comp for Epic, like you were saying earlier.
It's very very similar. Um, I'm gonna say just based on which has better attractions. And granted, I've been on Sinbad's, which is a major bummer that it was
That
closed when I was
sucks,
there.
dude.
But I've been on all the major thrill rides. I've been to all Fantasy Springs. Um, I would probably say if you value attractions, Epic Universe.
Okay. But
The
as a park.
attractions are better in Epic Universe.
But as a
As a,
park.
I think that factors into it. Like I think
Okay.
if you want to just like walk around and vibe, they're both excellent for that. But Disney Sea is like kind of
Just that.
almost
That's
built
its
for
thing.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in terms of like a theme park quality, if you have to factor in attractions, and I think Epic has a better attraction lineup.
Okay. And then I just have a question now that you've both done it. As a diehard
Mhm.
fan, Stardust or Velocicoaster?
That is the big question.
Honestly, dude, Stardust is a little more rideable for me.
I don't
I
know. Velocicoaster is my
and I
favorite coaster of
I
all
don't know.
time.
Spencer and I almost puked this
We
time riding
got messed up on
Velocicoaster. It was bad.
Velocicoaster.
Granted, we had just drank coffee and just had breakfast, but we got into the park and it
It
was
was
a
a
10-minute
walk-on.
wait. It
Yeah.
was a walk on. And it's like, when has Velocicoaster ever been a walk on? So
Yeah.
we literally walked through that thing. I was not prepared to to fill up the lockers or anything like that.
Like we
And it
didn't
was a
stop
walk
walking
on,
and then we
but
were on it.
man, we were pretty wrecked after that, to be honest.
Um,
It's I mean, like, look,
I love
it's the
Velocicoaster.
most thrilling ride I've ever been on. But Stardust is kind of fun, dude. Like, it's very similar, honestly. Like
Which
they're
one?
definitely within the same family of rides,
I need an answer. Velocicoaster or Stardust?
If you're going for thrill factor, I would say Velocicoaster. Like, if you're going for the classic, you want the biggest baddest coaster, it's a Velocicoaster.
Okay.
There's two trains of thought. If you prefer inversions, Velocicoaster. If you prefer airtime, it's Stardust Racer. Stardust Racers
Really?
is an
Because Velocicoaster
airtime
has some.
The
machine.
airtime is wild
The
on
Stardust Racers is a
Stardust.
Fuck, I love
airtime
airtime.
machine.
Shit.
It's
I hope
yeah,
this
Also,
so
doesn't.
if you want a racing coaster,
it's
then
very
which
cool.
is its
Yeah.
own kind of thrill. Yeah.
If you would factor
Okay.
in also a nighttime light package, Stardust Racers.
Yeah.
But
It's cool to watch them zoom
Velocicoaster,
around.
yeah, I would still say Velocicoaster because the first time I got off Velocicoaster, I felt like I had never experienced anything like that. I thought I was gonna die. Like,
That's
Yeah.
why I love that ride.
Yeah.
so I like it was like so unbelievable that lap restraint, and it's the same thing with Stardust. And so honestly, they feel like flipping a
Like
coin. Like
siblings. Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
same. It's such a
Okay.
similar
Okay.
It
experience.
doesn't, but it doesn't dump you upside down airtime like,
No, the Mosasaurus
you
roll
know,
is still
yeah, it's
The
bananas.
king.
insane. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
the
One more.
Stardust is excellent.
One more before we move on. And just because you guys are fucking haters. Um, Ministry
Come on.
or Hagrid's?
Shit, that's such
Because
a weird one
those are
to.
the best Potter rides, I think. I mean,
Those are.
I'm a Forbidden Journey diehard, but
Me too.
I
Hagrid's, but it's
y-
probably second.
yeah, yeah. Um,
would you put Forbidden Journey third, or would you put that still above those two? Because I love Hagrid's, but I still think Forbidden Journey is the more complete ride. But I'm also just a fanboy
Okay,
of
if we're
I
talking
love it.
preferences,
Yeah.
sure. If we're talking like objective, like people in a theme park, the reason that I would say no is because Monsters perfected what Forbidden Journey is.
See, that's the thing. I haven't been a monster, so for me,
Yeah,
Forbidden's just like I
yeah,
still love
like
Forbidden
the
Journey.
Kuka arm was such a novelty thing. The first time I rode it, like I was like, oh my god, this is the most amazing ride technology of all time.
yeah.
Monsters does it even better. So I
That's
can't.
so
It
that's so hard for me to think of because I think Forbidden
It's
is
you'll
one of
see.
really
my
weird.
You'll see.
Like
Forbidden's one of my favorite dark rides of all time.
I
So
agree. I
at
agree.
first I was like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's just gonna feel like I definitely had a worry that it would just kind of feel like a rewrapped
Forbidden
Forbidden
Journey.
Journey.
It does not.
Like it very
Okay.
much feels like an
Okay.
evolution of what that was. Yeah.
Okay, but Lane, Ministry or Hagrid's?
I mean, like honestly, Hagrid's is more thrilling. I'll be
That I agree with.
totally
Yeah.
honest. Like it is. I
Hagrid's is more thrilling?
yes,
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
100%.
coaster. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
coaster.
yeah. And I think yeah, it's if you're going for that factor while also getting a full story, like I definitely Hagrid's is one of my favorite that I've ever been on because it tells
It's amazing.
a
Yeah.
full story from beginning to end, which I find really
Okay.
cool. So yeah, it's hard for me to say that. I would say that I would rather ride Hagrid's again than Ministry.
That's crazy to me. Uh,
It's
okay.
Ministry is more thematic and impressive
Yeah, yeah.
in
Okay,
that
fine,
way.
fine, fine.
Yeah.
All right, before last thing here, we'll wrap it up on
Keep
this.
thinking of new ones.
Have no, I just want to know
Yeah.
rank, rank, rank. Ministry, Gringotts, Forbidden Journey.
Gringotts is at the bottom.
Congrats is the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Fucking
not hard
Gringotts,
to
man.
We
say.
didn't even ride it this time because we just didn't have time, and it was like we're not gonna. I'd rather
Wait,
do
did you guys do 2
houses.
nights or 1 night?
We did two,
Okay. But you guys
which
did 4
maybe
nights?
we'll talk about with HHN a little
Oh
later.
shit.
We did
Okay.
1.5 nights, I would say,
Okay.
actually, because we want to spend more time at Epic. But
Okay. All right. So third is for both of you, Gringotts, which I'm
yeah,
not surprised. Gringotts is
Easy. Yeah, it's
such a
yeah,
easy.
weird
no,
fucking.
for
Uh
sure,
I like it. I just don't love it.
agreed.
Uh, it's hard to say because the technology is really impressive in Battle at the
Ministry.
Ministry. Like seriously and a
Yeah,
massive
I was
step
very
forward.
worried that it would be like I'm very excited for it, but I'm also like the worry of like because I was this excited for Gringotts, and
Yeah.
then Gringotts was
There's
like the biggest fucking
It's
letdown for me.
much better than Gringotts.
it's
Gringotts was such a
much
letdown
Yeah,
better.
for me. Yeah.
And
yeah.
so I think honestly I would say that story-wise I enjoy Forbidden Journey more.
Wow. Okay.
Like I don't know, I kind of like that it's like taking you through a lot of things that if you were a Harry Potter fan, which I was, like that
That's a
I'm a
good
I
point.
had
diehard fan.
visualized
Yeah.
doing. They're like, how could like what do people want to do in the Harry Potter universe? They want to ride a broomstick. They want like with
That's a
Harry,
great
etc.
point.
Like I think that for that reason, like it holds a higher part of me, like it definitely holds a higher bar in my heart. But that being said, I think that there's definitely
I just need an
aspects of
answer.
Ministry that are better. Like it's hard
I
to
just
say,
need an
dude.
answer.
Like
I gotta move. You gotta choose one.
I personally I think Forbidden Journey is my preferred
Okay.
one, Ministry two, and then
Gringotts 3.
whatever. Yeah, Green Gods. That one
All right,
definitely last.
Spence.
I go Gringotts, and then I think that's a really good point about what people are nostalgic for and what the feels are with
Yeah.
Forbidden Journey. But I think Ministry is the overall more impressive, better
Okay.
ride.
Mm.
Okay. Great. And how scary is Monsters? Is it scary? Is it truly scary, or is it more fun action, less scary?
Honestly, we got jumped twice. I would say that we jumped in our seats a couple times, which I didn't expect at all, Toby. Like I didn't think it would be scary
I
or
don't think
anything.
it's gonna be scary at all. So
No, I wouldn't say that it's scary, but it definitely like there were a couple moments that got us.
okay.
Um, Yeah. It is. It's not a Halloween Horror Nights house per se,
Okay.
but there are jump scares on the ride that are
Yeah,
effective, and there are
yeah.
we can talk about it in 2 weeks, the way that things happen that are like, "That's so cool," and
Okay.
different for a ride. But, yeah, I would say so. I would say for kids, especially, like, kids we didn't see, like, any kids going on it.
I mean, kids are
Yeah,
also terrified by Forbidden
Yeah,
Journey, so
exactly.
yeah.
So,
Forbidden
here
Journey
that's a good question. That's a good point.
yeah,
Forbidden Journey, it's scarier than Forbidden Journey.
'cause Forbidden Journey has some scary ass things in it.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I would say it is scarier than that. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, I think, that wraps up my questions for Epic, and I'm gonna move us right along to
Yeah, please.
HHN.
We could talk so long about Epic, so
We will, we
Yeah,
will. Once
we
I
will.
yeah,
let me finish this project, go to Epic, and then we'll talk.
then we'll talk.
Um,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So, HHN. Uh,
Yes.
I j instead of just overall thoughts, I wanna say, how does this year compare to other years you've been? Because we've all done Florida multiple times now.
The houses are very strong.
Yes.
Um,
Okay,
uh, I wouldn't say that there was really a weak house this year.
There isn't, yeah.
There's
that's
not a
crazy.
there's not a weak house. There's one that I genuinely think Spencer and I just got a bad run through on, and that was El Artiste or El Artista.
That's my most
Yeah.
Toby.
anticipated house.
So I think
People love it.
people love it. I had multiple people tell me it was their favorite, including friends and coworkers that went and whatnot. Like I had multiple people say that that was like one of their tops. I think we just got a bad run through on it. I don't know what it was, but yeah, that
I'm gonna
one.
try to do that one multiple times. That's, like, my
You
most
should, because I
anticipated.
wanna
That
hear
being
what you
said,
think with multiple times. We did it
yeah,
once.
that like I said, I thought it was cool and supposedly it's like one of the best ones. I think we just got a bad draw on that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's not a weak house, is what I'm
No,
saying.
there isn't a weak house. They're all good.
Yeah, there's not.
Oh, okay.
It
Let's
of
talk
the
about
years we've
yeah.
been, Toby, it's probably the strongest in terms of house
Yeah,
quality.
because we've been to some years where it's, like, some great ones and some absolute, like,
They're all
we
Yeah.
wasted
baseline
time.
good, and all of the originals are basically great,
Yeah.
Oh,
besides
The
LRTs, but again,
original
that could have been because we had a bad run.
okay,
original houses are very strong this year.
okay. Before I get into more fun stuff, elephant in the room.
Yes,
Mm.
How bad were the crowd? I mean, you guys went opening weekend, to be fair, which is like
that's true.
suicide. But how bad? How bad? I mean, was it just like unbearable? Because I mean, get it 2 nights getting one run on an artiste on an original house too seems insane to me.
We could have done
We could
it
have done a
again.
little bit
We
more.
just stayed at Epic really late. We
Yeah,
basically did HHN for like a full night and then 3 hours the second day.
yeah.
Okay, see,
So,
Like HHN
I'm
the
doing
second
Epic
day
the
was just
first day, and then
yeah,
I have 2 days after. It's just
sure.
HHN.
Yeah.
see,
So I
that's
think you'll be
nice. And
fine.
like for us it was just like we wanted to spend more time at Epic, so we are like whatever. We only have a few houses we haven't done. We'll just close those out and we'll only be there for a few hours. Like second night, I think we only bought like one or two drinks. Like I don't think like we
That's how
weren't
you know it's
balling out
bad.
crazy or anything
Yeah.
Yeah.
because we had already spent the whole day at since opening at Epic, But
Yeah,
anyway,
Yeah,
we
that's my
were in
first
and
day.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so and then I
yeah,
We
had
just
the
don't
2
didn't
full
have time
days
to
of
be there
just
long, and so it was
yeah.
like,
just
just get
get
Okay,
everything
through it,
done.
okay.
whatever.
So what was the we've been there, we've done it. We've also
We've
seen how
also
I mean, how shitty
we've
the
also
crowds were
been there
last year.
labored, and we've been like all three of us. Sorry, almost sneezed. All three of us have been there Labor Day
I
opening
don't
weekend
think I've
before.
done labor I've
Yeah,
never done
yeah,
opening
we
weekend.
did it. Yeah, you did it with the two of us like 2 years ago.
Was that opening weekend?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know that
Oh,
it was
We
opening weekend, but it was
we were
Labor
there.
Day.
No, we flew in like opening night, but it was Labor Day weekend. It was opening weekend.
oh
Uh,
wow, okay. I forgot.
anyway, but yeah, and so like it honestly, especially in the parks, like was bearable very much. And islands honestly felt kind of empty.
Islands was dead, yeah.
Islands was
Fuck yeah.
dead.
We were in
Uh,
Islands for like 4 hours in the morning and did all of the big rides.
yeah, and then we just went back and took a
Yeah.
nap.
Nice.
And so I think crowds definitely weren't super crazy. I mean, compared to this was my third time going Labor Day weekend, and I
Okay.
feel like it was pretty comparable to what it was. That being said, it brings up a huge operational issue, and that
Express.
is that they are overselling Express
Yeah. Like, we
blatantly.
talked about
Like,
it with Epic, and it's like It's
is
It's like
so
crazy
Hollywood
much
with
levels.
HHN.
It's like Hollywood
Yes.
levels.
Yes. It was bananas. No, I
yeah,
keep
it
saying
was
bananas because I got Donkey Kong on the brain, but yes, it was
yeah,
crazy.
goddamn banana. Yeah, it's so hard, dude, because it's just that situation where it's like I understand that you want to keep selling Express, like for sure. Like obviously people are going to keep paying for it, so you're going to keep selling it. I get that, but you're also if you're letting over 100 people that
Sure,
have
sure.
Express tickets go through while like literally over 100 people, like people were taking videos of it, like they were so we
Shocked.
saw
Yeah.
other guests taking videos of how many Express people they were letting through, and meanwhile, standby is just sitting on the ground, all of them, because they've been waiting. Like, for example, the Fast and Furious supercharged queue that they use
Jason. It's Jason, right?
It's Jason.
Jason,
Yes.
whereas in the past that was like Chucky and whatnot.
What was it last year?
The Sweets one
Sweets.
was there. Yeah,
That was a
Major
Major
fun one. I
Sweets.
Sweets.
like
Yeah.
that one. I like that house.
Yeah.
Um,
No. And Jason was
so
fun.
we stood like, you know, we started outside. I've started at that point in line every haunted house I've been to at that location in the park, and it was always in the past like 40 minutes. This time it was over an hour, I want to say,
Holy shit.
for
And
that.
granted, it
And
was advertised at 2 hours, and we
it
called the
was
bluff.
advertised at
This
2
is another
hours.
part of this problem, which I'll get to in a second.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's another major part of the problem. And sorry, Toby, like we're gonna rant about this. Like it's so like they but that's the thing is when you're letting over 100 people through while your standby line is just sitting on the ground taking videos of it, like you're selling too many express passes. You just are. Like you're
Mhm.
selling too many of them. And then we get into Jason and they've now let so many people through because they were so backfilled on express that they had to let all them through, and then they let a ton of standby through cuz they finally got a handle on that, and we got stopped in the middle of the haunt.
for five
Like for
minutes.
5 minutes we stood in the middle of one scene while the same actor had to keep jumping out at us.
Like so much so that people were like literally on their phones, like playing,
Like
like just
we saw
so bored they were
teenagers
doom
just
scrolling.
bored. They were yeah, they were just scrolling on their phones,
Fuck.
and like you've sold too many express passes. You're letting too many people through to try to handle it. It's like you're actively making a worse experience. It also happened to us on Five Nights at Freddy's, which we waited until the last thing to do because we're like, and it said 80 minutes. It was 20.
Yeah, they
And
just lied so hard about that.
and but that same one they started letting a ton of people through, stopped us in the middle of one scene, wasn't as bad. And for that one it's like, some teenager was probably just videoing something or whatever, but so it wasn't the same extent where it's like we had waited in line for a really long time as Jason, but Jason, like, that at the very least was a pretty glaring issue with that. And Spencer, you can kind of take it from,
Yeah,
I know that you
no,
have thoughts too.
they're selling too many express. They're also this is the worst discrepancy in terms of wait times versus posted wait times I've seen
Yeah.
at this event.
Oh,
Really?
in the past, I will defend Universal that their wait times have been pretty damn accurate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like
they
usually
always
until
have
about
been.
the end of the night,
yeah,
and then they're
it
kind of like,
is
it's 20 minutes
they
and it's a walk on.
Toby, they were horribly inaccurate this year.
Yeah,
Everyone. And that's the thing is like you could sit there and be like, it's opening weekend, they're figuring it out. Bullshit. I've been 3 opening weekends and it's never been like this.
yeah.
Like, yeah, it was bad.
I mean, this is not just the time we went. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen the backlash to premium Scream night that happened Thursday night, but all over like Reddit and Twitter and whatever, where like Halloween Horror Nights people talk. Um, Everyone who went to premium Scream night was
Which is like
furious.
what, 350 or
Yeah,
whatever it
it's like
is
you
for a
go
ticket.
basically a day early. They're supposed to sell
Yeah.
limited capacity.
Yeah. What was the Friends
tickets.
and Family night formerly, I believe, is now this, premium
Premium night,
Scream.
Upcharge
yeah.
experience, sure.
And
And
people were saying the waits were unbelievable because they just oversold the tickets. They just sold too many tickets.
Spencer, you said one person actually posted that they waited more on that Thursday than they did on Friday,
Correct.
like when the
Yeah.
actual event was open.
So they've created this conundrum of you have made enough people think they need Express to do the event. And if you want to go one night and do everything, I understand, right? I'm not
Yeah.
saying it shouldn't exist. Like I know
Yeah,
it's a thing
we've
people
definitely
enjoy.
considered it. We've definitely done it at other events.
Yeah, like I know it's a thing people enjoy. but
I've
you
done express
shouldn't.
at overnights
Yeah,
before.
you
Yeah.
should not, under any circumstances, require an upcharge ticket to have a baseline experience.
Yeah.
Mm.
If
That's a
you
good way
need
to put it, dude.
Express to like fundamentally like enjoy a house, a la Jason Universe, the experience we had, where you're not to like get through without being stopped, then
Mhm.
you have a problem, right? You've created too much demand, which I don't think they care. Corporate doesn't care,
Yeah.
but operationally in the park, if they're gonna get like
Like,
raked through the coals, I guess services, because this is getting a little crazy. And they were advertising waits of 40 minutes
yeah.
or an hour, and we waited 15. Or they're
And maybe
advertising
it's not
waits
the
of
case, but when you do that, when you inflate, especially when it opens, like when they open, it was immediately Toby. Like the event hadn't even fully opened yet at 6 p.m., I believe, is when the event
Five
fully
Nights at Freddy's
opens.
was 3
Sure.
hours.
Five Nights at Freddy's was 3 hours at 5:30 p.m.
And
How?
I don't
How is it
believe you.
3 hours?
Yeah.
Like
No.
it's not. All the only people that are in there are people that had a Universal Orlando ticket that day. In which case, what the fuck are you doing? That's a weird park to go to when Epic Universes and
But
Islands
yeah,
are there.
who
But
the fuck goes to
but
Universal Studios Florida anymore?
if you so you either have that ticket on top of Horror Nights, or you paid extra to get in early at like the 3 p.m. or whatever, and in which case, like, not that many people are doing that, right? So there's no way that if those are the only two small like niche groups you're selling to, that it's 3 hours before the event even fucking opens. It's
No, it's
not.
like they're playing into the narrative of Five Nights at Freddy's is gonna
Like,
be busy.
but
So it's
yeah,
like,
and
let's
people
make
are
it
like,
look
"Oh
extra
no,
busy.
like
We should get
we're gonna
Express Pass.
we're gonna
Yeah.
have to ask our parents to buy express passes for us because we need to get in FNAF."
And that was one of the shortest lines we waited in. Granted, it was
It
towards the end
was,
of the night, but it was
it
advertised
was,
as 80 minutes and it was 20.
yeah. Terrifier
Yeah.
also was overinflated.
Terrifier was said it was gonna be long. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Um, they,
Fallout
yeah,
was sort of accurate. Um, Same with Gulkin, I would say, because they were next to
yeah.
each other.
Hatchet and Chains and Dolls were said they were longer than they were.
Hatchet and Chains said it was going to be like 45 minutes, and that was like the queue that they run through the Simpsons ride there, which is always the most
It
boring
was
fucking
maybe
queue that
20.
at that
Yeah.
event. And it
Yeah.
was, we were in and out of the Simpsons part of that queue within 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and then it was just
Okay,
a
so it
couple
wasn't that
switchbacks
bad.
and you were in. It
No, it
was,
wasn't bad at
yeah.
all, but they said it was bad. And it's they've created a problem. And
And
They're creating the demand of, oh shit, it's going to be really long, I need to buy fast pass, and then you've
and
sold
then
too many
no,
of
just
them.
kidding.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
you've
sold too many
sold
to
too
where
many of
if
them.
Express is having to queue for a little for like longer than 5 to 10 minutes, you're selling too much. And I said to Lane, I was like, what are the chances they fix this or that they just sell a premium
They
Express?
will absolutely probably just do the second option. And
Like
I mean,
Super Express
if
or
they can
something
figure it out with
ridiculous.
queuing, because that's going to cause queuing issues, having to
Yeah.
make another lane or whatever. But
Yeah. And
I
I
could
like
see it
hate
going that
ranting
way.
about it. And it's like my favorite event. I look forward to it every year. I love Universal in general, but it's like don't do some anti-consumer Disney stuff right now. Like that's what it kind of felt like at a
Yeah,
certain point.
Okay.
yeah, I agree with
Okay.
So
that.
Well, I'm gonna
that's
speed things
yeah,
up now that we've done this.
please.
Um.
Please.
Okay. What was the consist? I mean, you just told me negates this question, but just kind of curiosity, what was consistently the busiest house the whole time?
It's hard to
And just give
say, but
It's
I would
hard,
say
like
but it's
Five Nights
also
at
hard to
Freddy's.
say because they're fucking lying about it. So
Yeah.
like, like it's hard
FNAF.
to say, dude. But it
FNAF.
was, if you go by the posted wait time, it was FNAF.
FNAF.
But that was
FNAF and
also
Terrifier.
towards the end of the night, one of the shortest lines we waited in.
Yeah.
We waited less for that than we did Terrifier or Fallout. Yeah.
Okay. Was it as bad as last year in terms of stupid teenagers?
I'm gonna say no. We had a bad
Last year
Did you
experience.
was
guys have a
last.
bad experience? What
We
happened?
did. We had
Oh
bad last
my
year.
god.
Yeah, we
Uh,
had a bad last
Oh
year.
my god. They were
I
fucking
was
everywhere.
yeah, shockingly no. We did have an experience this time that also sucked, but
What
it
was that
was
yeah.
fine.
experience? I'm so curious.
It was what was it, Hatchet
It's
and
just
Chains? We were in line with them
yeah, it was just a
and
few
Jason. Yeah.
teen guys like making this like family that had a teen girl uncomfortable. It
They were
was
just
gross.
douchebags. Yeah,
Yeah,
they were
they were
just
just being
being
idiots. I was
yeah.
like, stop. Yeah, it was just dumb.
But it wasn't
Anyway,
like last year where you and I, Toby, they were like harassing scare actors and like doing crazy. They weren't doing that. They were
They
just
were
being
like
idiots.
making out last year in front of us, and like
That happened.
that
that
guy looked
happened.
us.
Yeah. we had two teen couples behind us in line for Jason making out. We're like, is
Yeah.
this where you do this? Like,
Go to
Like,
the movies. Like,
really?
I don't understand what we're doing.
Yeah, like,
yeah,
here it's sweaty, it's muggy, what are you doing?
So true.
yeah.
Okay, okay. Alright, now
But I would say no.
okay, that's a relief, that was
There
horrible
were
last
there
year.
was that couple that climbed out of the bushes near the pond next
Yeah,
to
where they
us.
just
That
appeared.
was so
It was so
scary.
weird.
That scared me. Like they must have been down by the pond. There's like that central pond in Universal
I
Orlando,
love that little lagoon,
and
yeah.
they
Yeah.
we were on this walkway to try to skirt around a super packed haunt area, and it yeah, they just popped out of the bushes. It scared us. I was like, "What are you doing down there?"
They were just
Like,
hiding in the bushes.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was just gross.
Scariest house. 'Cause, like,
Um,
last year was a house that scared the shit out of me.
yeah, Insidious, everyone said that.
Yeah.
People said that about Jason. That was not my experience, but also probably because
No,
we were stopped. I
yeah.
did get a good scare at the end.
Okay.
Scariest house. Um, the most scares I probably got was in either Galkin or Grave of the Flesh. Or Dolls. I got
Oh,
scared pretty good in Dolls too. I
yeah,
mean, I got scared a good amount in all of them, but those were the two where I probably got scared the
Okay.
most. They use
yeah,
a lot of size and stuff. Um, FNAF is creepy if you're afraid of animatronics.
yeah.
I love
It is.
animatronics, so
They
I
get
don't think it'll be
real
creepy,
close to
but
you.
They get
Um,
they get close, dude. It was
yeah,
kind of wild. Yeah. Um, I would say Galkin was pretty spooky. Like I definitely I like in terms of like what unnerved me the most, probably Terrifier was like
sure. He
Terrifier
creeps
was
me
the
out.
grossest and he's
Yeah,
creepy. Like he doesn't talk, which is creepy. Whereas like usually in a haunted house, somebody's jumping out and like screaming at you, where it's like he'll just, jump out and kind of waves at you and stuff and
that's
does
fun.
creepy shit.
But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
and so like
Terrifier,
that
so
that made me uncomfortable. So like
He's
I would say
apparently roaming the park. I saw
I
videos of it.
didn't
We didn't
I
see
did
that.
not see yeah,
Oh,
we've
okay.
seen videos of him walking around. We did not experience that, Toby. We did not see him in any other queues. We did not see him walking around the event, but supposedly he's done it. I don't know.
Okay, most beautiful house.
Galkin.
Vulcan. Interesting.
Galkin. Hmm.
Over I heard Artista's, like, stunning.
It is
Artiste
cool.
is
The scenic
stunning.
is pretty amazing. Yeah, that's
That being said, I recognized a lot of the assets from a previous house. But that was just
Which
I don't
house?
know. That was me. I think I don't know. I felt like it looked in terms of style and everything, and I wouldn't be surprised if, obviously they probably reuse a lot of their assets and like for the houses, and I get that for sure. Um, I think that it reminded me a lot of Blood Moon,
Wow, I forgot about Blood Moon.
it's very wood.
very wood.
I
Um,
Yeah,
like wood. Okay.
the facade is amazing for
the
sure.
facade is incredible.
Galkin is just like it's like blue and white and it's like cold
It's
in there and it's
different.
very
Yeah,
pretty. It's similar to
Okay.
Dead Man's Pier where it's really pretty.
Damn, I love Dead
Not
Man's
yeah,
Pier.
I'm not saying it's as pretty as
I was
Dead
like I
Man's
was like for a
Pier,
second, I was like,
but
yeah.
did you just invoke the holy
similar
house?
vibe.
I
Similar
would
Okay.
vibe.
say attention to detail wise, I really liked Fallout. Like they
Yeah,
did a good
all of the
job
school.
Okay,
creating the vault in there.
just going off that, let's keep it quick. Best facade. I do love a good facade.
Hmm.
I know it's a tough one, but
It
there's
might be Five Nights at Freddy's.
Honestly, I was about
seriously?
to say the same thing.
Seriously?
The
It
Five
might be
Nights at
Five
Freddy's
Nights.
one was really impressive. Like,
So if you're facade
yeah,
and first room wise, I was like, this is kind of crazy that they built this.
Okay, cool.
yeah,
Um,
I would say so.
it's
FNAF.
not it wasn't my
Okay.
favorite, but it was probably the best one. Maybe they all honestly all of them were very good.
Okay,
The
okay.
facades were strong.
Most fun. Not scary. You know what I mean,
Hatchet and
Spence.
Chains was most fun.
Hatchet and Jane's was awesome. Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
shockingly
fun,
my favorite
fun,
house.
like really
goofy,
good.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was
Okay.
scary, but also yeah, it did not
silly
take
and
itself
fun.
too seriously.
Yeah.
Best best IP house.
He's gonna say Fallout. I think it's Terrifier.
No, I would probably say it's Terrifier.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you wouldn't
I
like that house, Spence.
I think he works great as a haunted house character. He's scary and the house is less the house I mean, how you can make a haunted house
The
like those
movies?
movies,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
it's a haunted house.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's fun and the things they do are fun and funny.
Is
Yeah,
the wet path really as wet as they say, or not really?
it
I mean,
drips.
we got wet.
If you're not paying attention, it'll get you wet.
Like yeah,
I'll say
Cool.
that.
you can see it because
Yeah, yeah.
your eyes are adjusted,
You have to be like looking at the floor to not see the water coming. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
but it's there.
What else did I say? Best. I'll go with first worst house. I know it's hard. It's tough because they're all good.
Honestly, dude, I wasn't as big on dolls as you were.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Like it's but
It's okay. He
honestly,
liked the museum one last year, and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
the
Um,
museum one was good. And
no, dude, I did that like
so don't
3
say that.
times, and I was like, this sucks. I did not
Also,
like that house.
I would say that the Jason one was probably the worst experience that we had, definitely. But
Yeah, well,
also
that's
the
true.
most all the scares are the fucking same. Sorry, Spencer. All the
No,
scares are the
well,
fucking
then
same.
I said to when you said it to me at the park, I was like, yeah, but all the movies are the same. That's the point.
I
Um,
understand that, but it's like, come
yeah,
on, let's get
no,
creative.
I agree that it's pretty much the same setup and payoff over and over again.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Which
Jason.
is it's Jason, but
yeah.
probably that, but people really like that. There is a similar ending to the Halloween house and Insidious where it's like a, just a lot all
A
at once.
gauntlet. It's a
Yeah,
gauntlet.
so to speak. That is effective if you're not behind 25 people slowly
Sure,
walking
sure,
because they
sure.
overslept the house.
Okay.
Even though I did get scared in that as well. But that's
Yeah.
probably that and or
Dude, this would be tough though. Like that Halloween house a few years ago was like
was great.
fucking incredible. That was like
Yeah,
the best.
that's
And
great.
they've done Halloween to death, and I was like, that's the best Halloween
No, that
house ever.
house that's one of my favorite houses of all time for sure.
Yeah.
Um, but I would say Jason probably, and even that I was good. Um,
Yeah.
Okay. Best
or
house.
My favorite? Do you mean like my favorite
Okay.
house?
Favorite, and then objectively speaking, what do you think is the best house?
My
Everything
favorite
that
was
makes it a good
probably
house.
Hatchet and Chains.
That's so crazy.
I know. I did not expect that at all. I thought it was going to be my least favorite, and I really loved that one. Yeah.
I agree.
That's
Hatchet and
crazy.
Chains, like we just I
Let's
had
go.
I'm
so much
worried though,
fun
because
with it.
you and I tend to like sometimes we're on the same page, sometimes
Me,
yeah, you and I like
I
sometimes
love
just
stupid houses.
and sometimes I'm just like that was dumb, and I'm like
Yeah,
cool,
Nah,
but
no,
that
dude.
was dumb.
It was
that
good. It was really good.
I think the best looking one and the best house in my opinion is probably Gulkin, but I
Yeah,
enjoyed
I've heard
Hatchet
good
and
things about
Chains
golf.
more.
All right, and then I just gotta ask because I'm so curious about what the fuck is the WWE house? Is
It's
it
fucking
decent?
stupid.
It's
Oh
hard to
wait, oh my
describe.
god. We need to go back. So my least favorite house is by far the WWE one, and the only reason I didn't say it is because I fucking forgot it existed. It is
Oh,
awful. It's stupid.
I forgot that even existed, and then I was like, oh
I
wait, yeah,
said that
this
there
one.
No,
I
that's
said that
I
there
would say
wasn't a
that's
weak
actually the
house and
worst
there
house.
is a weak house and it's WWE.
I don't think
I'm
it's
kidding.
weak.
It's okay. It's not weak,
But
but
it is
it's
the
not
worst
my cup of
house. I
tea.
forgot about that. Yeah,
Is
it
it
is the
just
worst
dumb?
house.
Is it just dumb?
Well, it's
It
honestly
is dumb.
the
It is dumb.
setup in the first like 4 rooms, I'm like, "Oh, this is kind of fun." And then it just completely goes, and now there's demons and haunted house,
Yeah.
and you're like,
It's like,
"Okay."
oh, cool. We're behind the scenes at a WWE
Yeah,
thing.
like
You know,
minorest of
that's
spoilers.
yeah.
You're in like the locker room, and I was like,
Dude,
"This is
I
kind of
don't give
fun."
a shit about WWE,
And
so yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
and
fine.
it's
I was
kind of a
like,
fun idea. I was like, "Oh, what if
it
they
is
like kill
fun
all the
and
wrestlers, like CM Punk and John Cena are getting filleted or
like
something? Like, how fun would that
right.
be?" That
Yeah,
is not
and
what
then
happens.
it absolutely after the first few where you're like,
You're just like
cool, I
in a
want to see
catacomb.
the ring and
Yeah,
I want to see the, crazy possessed like
They're like,
wrestlers and
we're
whatever.
out of ideas. We're out of
And then
ideas,
yeah,
it's like and then it's the woods in a catacomb and whatever. It's like it just becomes a haunted house after that.
yeah. So I
And
give it a
honestly,
lot more points because the first part is great, but after that, it's like very okay, whatever.
yeah. And honestly, I don't know, the setup felt kind of oddly weird and possibly sort of like not problematic, I guess, but like definitely struck us as odd. Like
We started looking into like what the Wyatt Six are, and I guess there
we know
was
nothing about
yeah, no,
wrestling.
and
I don't know. I don't
maybe
know
we're
anything about
way off
wrestling
on
either.
this, and I am not understanding what I read, but from what I could understand, so there was a wrestler named Bray Wyatt who actually died, and so these like
Oh,
5 other
Like from
wrestlers
complications with COVID or something.
or something, yeah, which like tragically died, and so one of these wrestlers is like actually his brother, and
The
like a
guy
group
that's
of
in all of the video promotions, I
with like the thing
guess.
on his face is like his
yeah.
real life
Yeah.
brother.
Okay.
And he's like they formed the Wyatt Six as like a tribute to him, But in the
or
video,
he was part of it
or he was
originally, I
part of it or
think.
something.
So that's why
But
it's 5 of them, but it's the why it's
Yes,
6?
I
yes,
think it's
Because
yes,
I was like,
because
that
he
makes
was
no
part of
fucking
that.
sense.
yes.
No, I
It's like
think
he was part of it and they lived it
yeah.
on as like a
Yeah,
tribute to him.
I think
Sure.
But in
so.
the pre-video of the house, he like talks about like his
His
brother's like
continuing
spirit
his
haunting
work.
them or continuing
Yeah,
his like dark work or something. And I was like,
yeah, it
I
felt
don't know.
odd. Like,
Like I understand he's his brother, so like he would know best, but it feels like, are we like exploiting a real life tragedy in a haunted house right now?
yeah, it
Hmm.
felt
I don't know.
yeah, because he's literally like, we're going to continue his work, and it's like obviously his work was like with demons and shit. So like,
Yeah.
it just felt like kind of a weird message, you know?
It was sort of like I compared it to this, and it's not to this degree, but it'd be sort of like if they made a serial killer house with like actual serial killers,
Oh.
or like loosely inspired by like Ted Bundy or whatever. It wasn't quite to that degree, but I was like, this is sort of a real person
It's
Yeah,
kinda
it's
weird,
like
that
yeah,
this
yeah.
happened to.
that's not something that I want
I don't
to
know. Maybe
use
you'll
as
interpret it
entertainment.
differently,
Yeah,
but I
maybe
I
was
don't know,
we're
kind of
like
I
like,
super off base and drunk or
yeah,
whatever, but like I don't know, it
it
felt
read
a little
weird.
odd at the time.
Yeah.
was FNAF, man. I here's my thing. When they announced that house, I was like pissed. I was like, God fucking damn it, it's FNAF. Like, it's the fucking smelly kid's house. Like, god damn it.
Oh, it's good,
Um,
dude. It's
it's
good.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
I haven't seen the
It's
movie. I don't want to. I heard it's terrible. I just don't
it's
care.
honestly one of the most unique houses
Really.
in many years. They're just
I'm a
it's
I'm a huge
animatronics.
I'm a huge puppet fan. So
You
like
honestly
that's
might really like it because it's just animatronics, pretty much. Like there's some
oh,
It's
scare actors, but like it's mainly animatronics that are
all
cool.
I'm pretty
I know
confident that
Henson. I know
all
Henson
of
built them.
the
Yes.
yeah, I'm pretty confident all of the murder characters are animatronics. Like
That's crazy because I don't know. I
as far as I
that
could tell,
part
there
is
was no
exciting. I just
human. Yeah, as far as I could tell, there was no human in
is
Freddy
that
Fazbear's
is
suit.
that in that's in the big one. That's where like Quiet Place was, and it's in that stage.
Correct.
It's in that
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I guess the last one because you guys are we're all fucking alcoholics. How are the drinks? Anything
Oh
good
my
this year?
god.
Anything I should get?
The
Or
saddest
was it
news of all, the ecto cooler is not there.
Yeah, the
But
ecto cooler.
pour one
yeah,
out?
You
pour
Pour
one
one
out
out
for
pour
for
one
the
out
ecto
for the
cooler.
ecto
ecto
cooler.
cooler, the
But they
drink of
do,
choice.
yes, they do have another sour beer called Fresh Fangs, which is like good enough that I'm okay with it. Like it's
Yeah,
a really good
it's a
sour.
very comparable beer. Like
And
It's
they
then the
scratches
rest
definitely
the
the
were
same
like,
rest
we
is
itch.
want to.
just like
They definitely wanted to basically do the same thing. My opinion is that I saw that it's a different local brewery that did Fresh Fangs from Ecto Cooler, so I think that they just partnered with their
A different brewery,
partnership
yeah.
ended, so they partnered
fucking
with a different
assholes.
brewery and did something
He
else.
had
But
one cocktail. I didn't have any cocktails.
I had one or I might have had
You might have had two.
two. I can't remember where I got the second one though. Maybe it was the cats one. There's a
Oh,
cats themed uh
yeah.
Well,
The
yeah, fuck, I
best.
scare
forgot.
zone.
How are the
That
So
is
the
scare
my
zones?
favorite scare zone
by
of
the
all
way,
time.
yeah, my favorite scare zone of all time that they've done, where there's horror actors walking around scaring you and whatnot, is the cats themed one.
Are they decent? Because last year they were pretty shit. I remember
They
the
are
scare zones
really good
being
this year.
pretty
Cat
shit
Lady
last
of
year.
Crooked Lane is fucking awesome.
There's a
Fuck.
I've never
show,
had a
like there's a
story
show
told. Yeah.
I'm
in
also I'm going with like basically 4 people who because Noah's been once and it was years ago.
Yeah.
I'm going with 4
yeah.
people who've never been. Ellie went last year with us, so it's
Yeah.
just her and I know what we're walking into. I don't think they have any idea what they're walking into.
Cats is wild. Cats was
Cats is
really cool.
awesome. Like it's a scare zone with show scenes that are like literal storytelling. Like there's a
That's
story being
amazing.
told.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it definitely felt like an evolution of what scare zones could be.
They are 100% doing a house next year because it was packed.
It was
People
popular,
loved
and
that scare
they
zone.
do the main like little show that kind of explains the lore of it, I guess.
Yeah.
The main little show there basically plays on a loop, and
Every
with the
5-10
actors and
minutes.
everything.
Yeah.
So
That's
like it was
sick.
always packed
I
over
mean,
there, people
last
recording
year,
it.
last year, what was it? My favorite scare zone, the medieval one, kind of had
Yeah.
a
Yeah. The
story
Renaissance Fair.
like the Renaissance like torture
because
one.
that
Yeah,
one had
that one
little
was
show
cool.
scenes. And that was like my favorite by a mile. I hung
Yeah,
out in that
that was
area
actually
like
my
a
favorite
bunch
last
last
year
year.
too, Toby. Yeah, that was my favorite last year
That was
too.
a great fucking scare zone. Okay. One last thing. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep in time so we can still get to cool
No, it's
things.
okay.
Merch. How's the merch? I know the tribute store's moved. Is it bad now that it's not in that same
Okay,
location?
the tribute
'Cause I
store is
love
bad.
the
The
No, I
tribute store
fucking
sucks. It
love the tribute
no, it
Dude,
store.
sucks this year.
Toby, the tribute store is just the exit of the Mummy.
They
That's
moved it,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because of Red Brand Rocket. Yeah, I remember.
correct, because the construction.
Everything, and honestly, everything in that area sucks because of Rip Ride Rocket. Like with the coaster that they're currently tearing down really fast. Like all of the queuing that used to go
It's
through there
horrible.
is not there.
It's
So
you get
it's
really
all
bottlenecked, like,
you
the
get
entrances to
very
the houses are in
bottlenecked.
the back, it's weird.
It's yeah, it's odd. Like you walk
Damn, dude, I
around this.
love the tribute store. Sorry, no, continue.
Yeah. No, they direct you like around the sound stages to get to the back area of the park, and then you find like the entrances to 3 different
Dude, I'm just
mazes.
so
It's
bummed.
weird.
The tribute store is my favorite, like, I need a break from the chaos, I'm just gonna hang in a really cool
Yeah.
themed environment, and that was always a tribute store. It
Yeah.
was basically a
It's a
house.
for those
Yeah,
that
this
don't
is not that.
that might not know, the tribute store was always like an attraction of, on its own, where you
Yeah,
a lot of times had to queue to go into it because every room is incredibly themed out in relation to the themes of that year's event, and that
Damn,
to a
what a
certain
loss.
extent was there, but honestly, Toby, it was more like to me it was more like this area of the store is themed to that property or something, rather
I mean,
than
it's
it all
2
being like
rooms, it's tiny, it's not
it's
even,
2
like,
rooms.
big.
Yeah, it's the exit store of uh of the Mummy, and then the storefront next to it is basically
Yeah,
what it is.
Such a bummer. Sorry, I'm really thirsty. I'm really thirsty.
no, that's okay.
Okay, top 3, and then we'll move on to coolest things. Top 3
Well, the
houses.
cool things we did was this, but we'll just
Okay,
ask you what cool
I'll do
things you
mine
did.
after.
Yeah, yeah. The
What
top 3
top 3
houses,
houses, yeah, for each of you.
in no particular order, even though I guess I already alluded to the order, Hatchet, Galkin, and a three-way tie between, Grave of the Flesh, Terrifier, and, uh and Dolls, and
I really did
FNAF,
not
and
expect you to like
honestly,
FNAF.
dude, all of them
FNAF
are
that much.
good.
I didn't
All
expect
of
you to
them
like
are good.
Terrifier that much, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Terrifier's
hard to
fun.
say.
There is one scene in Terrifier that I was like, "This is so much fun." Um, but
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
I would
they're all
say
good. It's hard to say.
my favorite was probably Hatchet and Chains, followed by uh probably followed by Galkin, and then like a tie between Terrifier and Fallout. Like I don't
Yeah,
know. It's
I
hard to
haven't
say.
heard much about Fallout, so
I
I'm
enjoyed
So
Fallout.
curious.
Yeah.
honestly, like for all intents and purposes, it's kind of like, it's probably what you would expect, Toby. Uh but the theming is really well done,
I love
and
Fallout,
all
so
that. So
There's some
yeah,
cool animatronics in that too.
there are. Yeah. Yeah. So
cool.
I think because
All
of
right.
that, I would say that.
Well,
Yeah, I like it.
we'll do a more in-depth everything on this in like
Yes.
after September 23rd when I'm back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we can really brawl.
Yes.
Dude, that's gonna be fun because
The
I'm
great
probably gonna
epic
have
showdown.
very different opinions on
You're
both
gonna
these
have
things.
yeah, you're gonna be the
I'm excited.
divisive guy.
I'm
Maybe I'm
excited to
not.
hear 'em.
Maybe I'm like you guys are right. Fuck.
Honestly, dude, to be totally genuine, I know that like you and I sometimes disagree on rides and stuff, but I I would be pretty surprised if you feel differently than I do about Ministry. But that's just me. I don't know.
We'll
In
see.
terms of like its comparison to other rides in the park.
Yeah, I think your HHN
I'm
takes will be
worried.
way off than mine because that's always what happens. But
My
I think
what?
Epic, you'll feel your HHN opinions will be way different than mine.
Probably.
Yeah,
But
We look
I
for
think
different things in HHN.
correct.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think our Epic takes will be similar. But I'm curious.
That worries me because like I'm so worried because my anticipation for Ministry is so high.
Listen, man, people were floored when we got off it. They were like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god!" Like that, like people love it. So
We'll see. We'll see.
yeah,
Okay. Uh, you guys, that's your cool things this week, I guess,
I know
too.
it
yes. What cool
was.
thing did
Yeah.
you see, Toby?
It's pretty fucking cool to walk a theme park when it's empty.
That's so true.
Nice.
I will say, like, just today, it hit me. I'm like, wow, I'm doing this. Yeah, just walking a theme park when it's empty, especially because I'm working on a seasonal thing and being behind the scenes on that is
That's cool.
it's not, I wish it was Horror Nights, but it's still it's still crazy, especially on the producing side and just the logistics side of everything. It's like, holy crap. I don't
Sure.
know how the fuck
Yeah.
you do it every year, Lane. I mean, I'm sure I'll get, you were telling me, you were like, I was like, you were like, it'll kick your ass the first year and then it'll get easier. And I'm sure that's the
Yeah.
case. And like, again, I had moments of today, just like, I had like 15 minutes where I had nothing to do. And I just wandered. I just went to go see parts of the park. And I was like, oh, this is so cool.
It's nice. Those are the
But at
moments
this,
that save you, to be honest.
but yeah, at the same time, I'm like, holy shit, this is whooping my ass.
Yeah. I get that, dude.
This
So
is whooping my ass.
so yeah, I maybe I can talk more about this when it's
Once
open,
Yeah,
Yeah,
once
for
things
sure. We'd
done.
love to hear
which
about it.
which will be
Absolutely.
in which will be in 2 weeks, I think. I don't know. Time's not
Nice.
real anymore. I'm just in a void in Texas. I'm just in a void in Texas. I just live at a theme park for
Yeah,
the
Can we
past
say
2
what
weeks.
park you're at least? Or should we not say that?
No, we can
Or
we can say it
I'm just
later.
we'll say it when I'm done.
Okay,
I'm just
Yeah,
at a
cool.
park in
that's fine,
Texas.
dude.
Yes,
If
Toby's at a
if
park
anybody,
in Texas.
I'm at a park in Texas.
There's honestly so many in Texas, it's hard to tell
True. There
which.
is a lot.
So, there you go.
So
You can
yeah,
leave it
that's my
there.
cool thing. We'll gladly talk about it when we're done. And I mean, and it's cool because like I think by the time I'm done with this, it will roll right into Lane's neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And then I'm
Yeah.
hoping is if your one of your projects, bigger one,
Mhm.
Spence, opens soon, so we can talk to you about that.
Wouldn't that be
Um,
fun?
to be fair, like you think it's like just an outlier. This industry.
No, yeah.
Everything is a shit
Yeah.
show
Everything's always
constantly.
delayed and it takes forever. So like, yeah, don't yeah.
Yeah, but I do want to talk about. It's exciting
I'd
that I'm like
love to hear about it.
I can finish talking about my thing, and then we can talk about Lane's thing.
Okay.
Because I'm really excited to talk about Lane's thing, and then I want to talk about Spence's thing. Because there's one project I'm so interested to talk about, Spence, and I want it to open because I just want to know, and you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
I do.
And I have so many questions. And when is it scheduled to open? I mean, no one knows what it is, but do you have an idea of like when you guys are supposed to open that?
Changes a lot. Um,
It's understandable.
the spring would be
Spring?
if I were to give
That's
you
fair.
a reasonable guess. It might be
Yeah.
sooner,
It'd be really fun for us to actually,
for
be able to
sure.
take people behind the scenes of what we actually do.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Because we
absolutely.
work in this industry full time.
We do. There's many
This is our
factors at play with that item. So
this is our life. This is our life.
it is. It
By
is
the
our
way,
life.
as fun as it is, guys, a part of it is either being in Texas for 2 weeks, maybe months, or for Lane's case, I mean, it's like 2 months. 2 months for you when you're traveling for your stuff.
Yeah, dude. Essentially September, October through early, and then load out in November. Yeah. So
Yeah. So yeah, if you want a job where you stay in in one spot and have a low stress 9 to 5 environment, don't choose this industry.
This is not a
yeah.
conventional. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd
Yeah,
probably be relegated to the more like finance roles if that was your case here.
I do a lot of
Everybody else
finance
kind of
right
has
now, but
everybody else kind of has to travel a lot. Yeah.
yeah.
But hey, I mean, that's
Hey,
part of
man.
the draw is that you get to see cool new places. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this was a
Oh,
cool episode. I want to just talk in detail so much because there's so many things that I want to pry your brains open about, but I can't.
in 2 weeks you can do it.
There
In
you
two
go.
weeks, we will do an episode. Maybe, who
Yes.
knows? Maybe Monday night if I'm not a zombie. Because Monday night is what I'm doing. Monday I'm doing islands, which is nice. 'Cause
Okay.
it's gonna be
Okay, nice.
it's gonna be dead.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no HHN. So I'm hope
I
maybe we'll
recommend
do.
not riding Velocicoaster right after you've eaten breakfast.
Chugged a
The thing
double
is, like,
iced coffee and eaten
I don't really
breakfast.
eat breakfast, so I don't really eat
There,
breakfast. So
yeah,
it's
that's
I'm
probably a good
good.
Well,
choice.
okay. So context, we flew a red eye. So we had to eat so we didn't pass out.
Right,
Yeah.
because you guys see, I would normally do this with them, but this time I am in a loving relationship with the girl who I did this to last year. and she wanted to kill me. She was
Yeah,
a corpse by the end of it. You can ask Spencer. He saw most of
it's
it.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also
She's
you had this gig that just happened, so
yeah,
that
we'll
affected
see.
this as well.
We'll we'll see what happens if I'm how alive I'm gonna be because I end this gig and I'm there in like 3 days. So
Nice.
That's crazy.
yeah.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Dude, that
all right,
would be so
boys.
exciting. All right. With that said, that is another episode in the books of Fully Immersed. This is a themed entertainment podcast. Thank you again, one and all, for joining us. Like we mentioned earlier, we are on social. Check out Fully Immersed Pod at Fully Immersed Pod on Instagram and YouTube. We're posting shorts, remote stuff like that. Posted our little selfie from from Epic
Yes, we
Universe.
took a cute little mind blown
It was
did.
so
selfie.
We did.
cute. It
It
was
was
so
very cute.
cute.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad.
And so we're always posting some stuff there, so definitely keep an eye out. If you're watching us on YouTube, hey, hello, thank you. Give us that little thumbs up if you liked what you saw. Same thing if you are listening to us, if you're an audio listener on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever you might be listening on, give us 5 stars,
Yeah.
5 thumbs up, 5 middle fingers, whatever you feel. Preferably the middle fingers, though. This is Fully Immersed. We are Tobias Lerman Matante, Spencer Bennett, and Lane Calder. We will see you all next time. Bye.
So you're gonna be like, we are Groot with we are Tobias Lerman Matante.
we are Tobias Lerman Matante.
Bye everyone.
Bye everyone.